सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति। बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी वयस्वेच्छया माया कल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्र्यचित्रीकृतम् मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नमः। इदं श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये। So the Sarvam Jagat, the entire Jagat is this Pratyagatma eva Adhishtanam. Atma being the Adhisthana, Pratyagatma alone is Brahman. Pratyagatma is Dakshinamurti. By saying this, the Mahavakya is given. Mahavakya Lakshyartha, really speaking. So this is the meaning of the Mahavakya, Tattvamasi, you are that. The Atma, the Pratyagatma, the inner self. So this alone is the Satyam of everything, the truth of everything. So there is nothing which is other than the Pratyagatma, and the Pratyagatma itself does not have the properties of the Jagat. So the Jagat has properties, but the properties do not belong to the Pratyagatma, whereas the Atma is the being of everything that is here. And therefore, for this, the example that was given, the dream. So in the dream, Nijantargatam Atmani Pashyanne Bahihi Udbhutamiva. So this entire Jagat, which is Nijantargata, the dream world is within oneself alone. Seeing in oneself, at the same time, Bahihi Udbhutamiva, as though there is internal, external, etc. in the dream. External to your perception, there is a Jagat. So this external, internal, Sukha Dukkha, your pain and pleasure are internal, and the cognition also is internal, and the outside is the external world. So this external world being external to the senses gives rise to this duality. But this duality is established by some logicians, Drishyatvat Satyam. So Drishyatvat Satyamiti, being recognized by me as an object. So each one of them in the Jagat, it is different from me, iti. The hetu, the reason given is Drishyatvat, being perceived by me so perceived, that it is different from me. Like the tree, so it is different from me. Why? Because being seen. That is the hetu. It is different from me because it is seen by me. So the seer is different from the seen. So from this standpoint, the seer-seen difference is the duality is established, and therefore the duality Dvaitam Satyam iti. If there is a truth, that truth Savishesham, it is Sadvayam alone. It is something subject to duality. It is Savishesha. This is the contention of some people. If there is a truth, the cause for everything, that is sarvishesham iti. For this alone, an example was given, the drishyatvat iti, this hetu, this reason that is given drishyatvat is Vabhichari hetu. It's a hetu, the reason that is contradicted. Drishyatvepi, it is not separate from oneself. Even though drishyatve, but still it does not, the drishyatvam does not establish. You have to give me some other reason. Drishyatvam cannot establish the reality of this subject-object division. Why? Because swapne vabhicharat. In this swapna, in the dream, there is drishyatvam is there. Gatapadadi, there also the vrikshadi, the tree, etc., all of them are drishyas. Even though they all have drishyatvam and they are not separate from the Atma. Iti sakshat kurute prabodha samaye. And therefore, so there swatmanameva sakshat kurute advayam. The advayam, non-dual Atma alone, the fellow recognizes that in the dream, the dreamer and the dreamt, all of them are myself alone. Swatmanam advayam sakshat kurute. And therefore your hetu, the reason that you gave drishyatvat hetu is not a hetu. It cannot stand. Why? Because logically it won't stand, because drishya, in the dream you see objects, they are drishya, that doesn't mean they are separate from you. Iti. If this is so, then the Gandharva Nagaradi also, when you see a city in the clouds, so the moving clouds, you see the city there, or a rope swing, there again, drishyatve sati, even though it is drishya, it is seen, but still it is a projection of yourself alone. It is not separate from yourself. That snake is in your head alone. Iti, so we can prove either in the waking, the dream, drishyatvat satyam, you cannot say. In fact, we will say, we are now looking at this way, drishyatvat, it is mithya. Drishyatvat, mithya. So drishyatvat satyam is now proven here, because it is seen, therefore it is mithya. Swapna drishta, so parvadadivat. So in the swapna, in the dream, you see mountains, etc., and they are all mithya, because they are not separate from yourself, and the duality is mithya iti, you yourself say, and therefore drishyatvat. The hetu is drishyatvat. The same hetu is reason. The same reason that you give to prove that the duality is real, subject-object duality is real, is given, the same reason is given to prove that it is not true, because drishyatvat. Understand now? So this is judo. And therefore, there is no, in Vedanta, there is no karate at all. There is only judo. The other fellows' arguments are turned against. Atma is self-evident afterwards. All gone. Whatever Shruti says, that becomes the truth. It's all judo. Their own force is turned against. And therefore, so this drishyatvat hetu is not the hetu. It is there, it was Atmanam. In fact, we can talk a lot about the first verse itself. And therefore, so this entire Jagat Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam Nijantargatam Atmani Bahihi Udbhutimiva Pashyane Yaha Prabodha Samaye Sakshat Kurute Swatmanam Advayam Tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye Sri Dakshinamurtaye Iti. That Vastu, non-dual Vastu alone, the one who gains the same, like even the waker, waking up from the dream, how he recognizes himself alone as both the subject and object. Similarly, with the Shastra and the Acharya, so well, what is Upadishta? Because of the teaching of the part of the teacher, of the Shastra, or because of the Shastra handled by a teacher, either way. So that knowledge is the Prabodha Samaya. That is the Prabodha Samaya. Ahamasmiti. The idam sarvam ahamasmi. Because the Vastu is different from all of them. There is no Vijatiya. There is nothing other than the existence of Atma. There is nothing other than the consciousness which is Atma. Therefore, Anantam, Advayam, Atma is Advayaha. And therefore, Namarupa is Mithya iti. This Vastu, Advaya Vastu alone is Dakshinamurti with Gurumurti iti. It was pointed out. Now here, this Vastu, even though that is correct, so Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Advayam Vastu, this non-dual Vastu Brahman is Dakshinamurti when you say. Dakshinamurti, you don't simply say Dakshinamurti is Advaya Vastu. You say Dakshinamurti is Ishwaraha, Parameshwaraha, Sarvasya, means Sarvasya Srishti Sthiti, Karta, Sarvasya Jagataha. He is Parameshwara, he is the Karta, he is the maker of this Srishti, and also he is responsible for Sthiti and also for its resolution. Iti, you are presenting Dakshinamurti as Parameshwara. Now therefore, Parameshwaratvam Katam. The question next, how Dakshinamurtehe Parameshwaratvam, Sarvajnatvam, Sarvashaktimatvam, all these are Vishesha, all these are qualities and these attributes. So whether it is limited knowledge or all knowledge, it is an attribute to that Advaya Atma. So Advaya Atma means non-dual Atma, which is Satchidananda. And it is not Sarvajna. It is not Sarvajna. It is not all-knowing. It is not omnipotent, etc. It is Vastu, it is a reality. It is consciousness, and that's all what it is. And therefore, how do you give this what you call this, the status of Bhagavan to this Vastu? One question. Another question also, even though, so all these, what you say, like Swapnam, the whole Jagat is Swapnavat iti. The whole Jagat, the world is like Swapnam, the dream. Thus if you say, this is called reductionism. It is reductionism. So you reduced your own convenience and then afterwards you just dismiss the whole thing. How can you dismiss the Jagat like the dream? The very fact that you have to dismiss the Jagat shows the Jagat is a problem for you. And therefore, a non-existent Jagat will not be a problem. An existent Jagat alone is a problem. Here there is a Karana-Karya Sambandha, there is a cause-effect relationship. You do this, you get this. And this is not an ordinary thing. And thus you find there are different types of order here. There are very many orders. All of them is taken to be a Maha order. One big order, Niyati, is here. So Niyati being there, Pramana Prameya Vyavahara being there, Karana-Karya Vyavahara is their cause-effect relationship. The means of knowledge and knowledge I can only see by the eyes, and I cannot otherwise see. Any other way of seeing is there. Any other way of hearing is there except through the ears. And any other way of smelling, tasting, etc. would be there without the appropriate senses. And the senses must also be valid. And they have to function. And they are functionaries. And therefore, so these senses and the body, the mind, everything, including the possibility of dream, are all provided, are all given, and they have got niyama, they follow. This is the most important thing in the Dvaita Vada. So these are all things, how can they be mithya? Like this Swapna Drishya. Swapnam itself is because it is given. And therefore, so being given, these things are given to us, it is all intelligently put together. There are different orders are there, and therefore all these orders are given and they are therefore created. Given means created. So this is the creationism of a theology, of any theology, whether it is Indian origin or any other origin. This is the creationism. It's called creationism. Creationism means what? There is creation. There is a creator. Giver is there because given is there. There is a creator. We have no problem with that. There is a creator. And that creator must be all-knowing. We have no problem with that. And he must be almighty. We have no problem with that. And he must be different from you. Okay? Wobi is not a problem. Even that is not a problem for us. Okay? Different from me. Me means the Alpajnaha, Alpashaktiman, so Alpavyapakaha. So the one who pervades only a small area and one who is of limited knowledge, of limited power. It's not a problem for us. That's okay. That's okay. He is different, entirely different. Okay, that's different. Then what else? And he is, and he's a he. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that, number one. And he is given a location. He is given a location. I have a problem with that. In heaven, he is there, Vaikunte vartate, Kailase vartate. So in heaven, iti, so the one he is in some other world. He is in some other world beyond us, it is. How do you come to know about that? He is in a location, iti, how do you know who gave the address to you? Bhagavan's address, the Lord's address. Who gave? God gave? Yes, he sent through his son. I am here, iti. I don't know whether the son told like that. Or through the prophet. That's why they require son, prophet, etc. because address nahi milega otherwise. He has to give address, So he created the world, and having created the world, he is not there like some parent, the single parent child. Where is the father? The fellow ran away. Where did he go? Father ran away. Where did he go? Malum nahi. They come and ask also. Did you ever see a Swami or somebody in Rishikesh? Became a Swami. Possible, They ask like that. I have got some Swamis' names like that. I mean, some Assamese are Assamese names. Not Swamis' names. Assamese names are there. So, Assami means persons. The person's name was there. This person, so left. I think he went to Rishikesh. That's what somebody said. He was always telling, I'll go to Rishikesh, I'll go to Rishikesh. He might have gone to Rishikesh. Have you ever seen? Did anybody come to your ashram? Will you please inform us? And we did inform once. One fellow. We did inform. He is here, you please come and take this person. We did inform. And in the meantime, we convinced him you should go back, etc. So similarly, Bhagavan, this Jagat ko srishti karke, Father, he is hiding somewhere. He is not giving the address. And we all become orphans. Not even single parent. Because already he is a single parent, only father in heaven. And therefore, so it's a single parent. Already we are single parent. Even the single parent has moved away. Therefore, the whole Jagat is orphaned. His address is not known. Then sitting there, he gave the address. Understand? He created the world and remains beyond the world. That he is beyond the world remains who knows this? How do you know this? Because he sent the address. Through whom? Through his special person. Understand? This is what prophet is. This son of God is. This is a necessity. The theology needs that kind of a intermediate person to reveal. God has to reveal, not himself, his address, that's all. He doesn't reveal himself because he cannot reveal himself, he is elsewhere. You have to go there. And therefore he cannot reveal himself, he gives his address. Understand? This is all the problem, and therefore if you say he is in heaven, it's a problem for me. And he created the world out of nothing. That is another thing. When I asked him, how did he create this world out of what? Out of nothing. So out of nothing is a problem for me. Out of nothing else, if you say, that's not a problem for me. Out of nothing else, if you say, it's not a problem. Means nothing else, nothing other than himself. That's not a problem for me. But he created out of nothing, if you say, then only he can stay in heaven. If he has to create out of nothing else, then he will be here. Why? Because he becomes the material cause too. If he becomes the material cause, then the Jagat is pervaded by the material cause. There is no object, no form which can be independent of the material cause. Therefore, location question has no validity. Even to ask a question, where is God, is a silly question. In fact, all these questions must be with reference to God are silly and they have to be understood as silly. To understand they are to be silly, you have to be not silly. Understand? You have to know what it is all about, then only they sound silly. Unless you know grammar, the sentence won't sound silly. You know, I went tomorrow. I went tomorrow to Madras. And day after tomorrow I came. Sounds silly. Because you know the grammar. If you don't know the grammar, it is okay. This is how some acharyas are passing, you know. And therefore, so if you don't know the grammar, everything is okay. And that fellow also answers, this fellow also answers, like our Indian station master, old. You know, there was a, in India when they introduced, the Englishman introduced these railways. So for carrying, not for India, for his own job to remove the troops and move the goods, etc. Yes, he needed for trade, etc. He needed that, and therefore he introduces the railways, introduces railways. And then the railway, then they have to have somebody to have the small stations are there. There is a place in Tanjore, Mayavaram. So this Mayavaram is a single station, a single person, manned by one single man. And he is the ticket issuer, he is the ticket collector. So when the passengers go out, he collects the tickets. And he is the one who will show the green flag, red flag and all that. So one man station means station manned by one person. So he is Mr. Iyer. He knows how to read some words in English. That's all the qualification. At that time, there were not many educated people available, and therefore he was appointed station master. So with these kudmi, etc., therefore that's why they used to wear a cap. Because they don't want to see this tuft and all that. So he had to be in a certain dress, and the train comes once a day or twice a day. One train in the morning, one train in the evening. So he is sitting there and then doing japa, Gayatri japa. And in those days they used to do that. And this Gayatri japa he does. So this guy, what happens then? The next train, and one revenue officer who is an Englishman. In those days, all officers were all Englishmen in revenue department and all departments. So the Englishman comes there. So in a horse carriage, and then wants to find out when is the next train and where is the station master. He's called station master. So where is the station master? You want to find out. And there was this man. The train is going to come 2 hours later. Still he is not wearing the cap. He is not in the uniform. And so he wanted to find out the station master. Here was a man sitting there with vibhuti, etc., nicely, and then doing sandhya. So it is 6 o'clock in the evening. Then he asked him. So I asked him, He's the only fellow sitting there. He asked him, who is the station master? I is the station master. And the English eyebrows went up. And naturally, the Englishman was very much upset. He's a ruler, you know. He's not a simple revenue officer. He's a ruler, identifies with the whole crown. Are you the station master? Yes, sir. I am the station master. Understand? For him, there is no problem. It doesn't sound silly at all to him. It sounds to him grammar. It is all clean. You ask the question, are you? Therefore, I have to answer, I are. You ask the question, who is? Therefore, I have to answer, I is. So he is clear. He has got. So he has got a logic, typical Brahmin logic. It's perfect logic. So he had just figured it all out. And then he told. It doesn't sound silly at all in his ears, but to you it is silly. Why? Because you know grammar. Only that much, of course. At least that much. At least that much, it sounds silly. Similarly, all these questions should sound silly. Where is God? How does He look? Is He a he or she? All these should sound silly. And for them to sound silly, you must know what is Ishvara. Understand? Without asking the question, what is Ishvara? You are asking the question, where is He? Double mistakes. Where is He? And so the questions themselves should be found not valid at all. And therefore, this theo conceived by people, and also the cause for the Jagat conceived by our own, some Purva Pakshis are there, our own sparring partners, like Vaisheshika, Nayayika, Sankhyadik, our own fellows. So all of them really. So the various contentions that are there, all these are silenced in this verse really. Jagat, of course, does have niyati. It must definitely have a nimitta karanam. And the nimitta karanam is one or two or many, cannot be established by any kind of presumption. It has got to be established only by the Shruti. And what is established by the Shruti cannot be contradicted by you. Therefore, what Shruti says stays. But logically you cannot arrive at. What is arrived at cannot be logically dismissed. Understand the difference? That is why Shruti is a pramana in Ishvara Siddhi. You can say, Yat karyam tat sakartrikam karyatvat gatadivat. Anything that is created must have an efficient cause, sakartrikam, karta must be there. Without that, objects cannot shape themselves into different things. Useful things like put together things, like even your Lodolodai in front of you must have a carpenter. So without that, this dust cannot be there. So thus the wood itself does not make itself into this kind of a dust. It does take an efficient cause, a maker. Therefore, karyatvat, this karyatvat is the hetu. Karyatvat sakartrikam. Now here the karyatvat, the hetu itself, suppose asiddha. The hetu is not yet established. Karyatvam is not established. The dusk is a karya. Why? Because there is no natural dusk. Pot is a karya because there is no natural pot. And therefore, karya siddhi, already karya is the established. It is a product, it is established. Once it is a product established, created, within the Jagat, it is all. And so it is created, already established. Therefore, then you can say, yat karyam tat sakartrikam. We will come to that later. Now, whether, therefore you say what? Jagat sakartrikam. This entire Jagat Vishwam sakartrikam. This Vishwa is Vishwam that was already pointed out. This Vishwam sakartrikam. It has got a creator. Karyatvat. Being a product, being created. Like even what? Like even Ghatavat, like even a pot. This like even a pot, your example, is drawn only for another object within the created Jagat. Like even the desk is a product because it is a karya. Like even a pot, you can say that. And therefore, you cannot give an example, Ghatavat, for a Jagat. Whether it is a karya or not, we are to establish. Unless you establish that it is a product created, then there is no question of your giving me an example of a pot. Therefore, Jagat Karyam, how are you going to establish? Jagat Karyam, how are you going to establish? Idam Vishwam Karyam. How do you establish? Paksha means the object that you want to establish, where you want to establish something, means about which you want to conclude. So the like the Jagat. So about Jagat, you want to establish something. So therefore Jagat becomes Paksha. What do you want to establish? So Idam Vishwam Karyam. Karyam means what? It is a created thing. What is the hetu? Karyatvat. Okay? What do you want to establish by a hetu is given as a hetu. So karyam you want to establish, therefore karyatvat if you say, again, as a karyam you want to establish. It is a creation because it is created. Hey, please establish the creation. Then afterwards we will think about anything else. So how do you establish creation? Therefore we say, this chitri kritam jagate, vaichitriyam jagate, vishwam, that is why vishwam. Vishwam vivida pratyaya gamyam, this vichitram jagate, this jagat which is vichitra, is chitri kritam. Vichitram jagati chitri kritam. Samhatam. Therefore, it is karyam. So what? Chitri kritatvat. Therefore, it is karyam. You have to say that. It is karyam because it is chitri kritam. It is put together with nana visheshas. And every object has a certain purpose to serve. And at least whatever that has, I understand as something that is serving a purpose, well, must be intelligently put together. Then only you can say. Therefore, anything intelligently put together is a creation. Anything intelligently put together is a creation. To serve a purpose is a creation. Like even what? Like even your house. That will accept. That is acceptable. No problem. If that is accepted, then idam jagat, intelligently put together. That's why I put this one, intelligently put together. Here also it is also used here, Vaichitre Chitre Kritam. So Chitri Kritam it is. It is with all the Visheshas. So with all the Visheshas, each object has got its own Vishesha. And not only the Jagat, also in the Jagat that is there, your body, every living organism where every part that is there in a tree, like a leaf, like the flower, like the stamen, and the fruit, etc., all of them are there because they all serve a certain purpose. To keep that tree going, keep the species going also. And therefore, every object has certain purpose to serve. Every organ, if you take in the physical body, like eyes, ears, etc., also are not created by any individual, and these are all what? Intelligently chitrikritam, intelligently put together. Therefore, idam jagat is karyam, like even a house. Okay? Then if that is so, then we can proceed further. So this Vishwam, Vichitra Vishwam, that is why Vishwam it is. Idam Vishwam, this Vishwa, this Jagat, Sakartrikam. Now you can say, understand? Sakartrikam. It must have a creator. Why? Being Karyatvat, then you can say Karyatvat. Like even what? Like even your house, prasadadivat, like even house, etc. That much alone you can establish. But Sakartrika, all right, that prasadadivat, when you say, like the house, etc., the house is therefore now we can say, idam vishwam, aneka kartrikam, karyatvat, prasadadivat. என்ன பண்றதுப்பா? What shall we do? So this Jagat involves many creators, not one or two, many creators. Like even your house being created. Karyatvat is the hetu, being put together by a number of people. Therefore, there is no one Ishvara for the Jagat. Ishvaraha santi anekaha. Kidhar hai dekhna hai. All of them, different people are there. Ishvaras are many. And therefore, even if you catch one Ishvara somehow, other Ishvaras you have not known. And therefore, your knowledge of Ishvara is not going to be at any time complete. It's like breaking an organization like mafia organization. You catch one fellow and there are 100 other fellows hidden. The operation continues. In fact, one fellow you caught, the other fellows are very happy because somebody else comes on top. That's how it runs. Nobody destroys an underground organization like that. One fellow gone, one boss gone, another boss comes there in his place, dawn, or from the jail he operates, he continues to operate through the other bosses that are there. And therefore, idam jagate aneka kartrika it is. There are many Ishwaras. This is what is called donkey load of logic. So the logic has got no nishtha pratishtha. It has no end. You can always give one more example and create all kinds of problems. Therefore here, Shrutihi eva pramanam asmin vishaye. And Shrutihi eva pramanam, when we say, that's again another thing. The Shruti, what does it say? That's very important. What does the Shruti say? Even if the Shruti says something I cannot accept, it's gone. That's what happens. Suppose the theologian says, this is our scripture. So you say this is your scripture and he says it is our scripture, therefore Daniki Dini Saripoindi. You say this is revealed and he is also it is revealed. You say it is not historical, he says it is historical. That is his strength. He thinks it is strength. He doesn't know it is his weakness. He thinks it is strength. It is historical. God participates in history. That's why he sent down at a particular time in history. Till then he didn't send anybody his address. Suddenly he sent down and then he gave his address. This is their thinking. So what are you going to do? He's a believer. You are also a believer. This is revealed. And he also says it is revealed. And there ends the matter. So you cannot do anything about it. Then I will accept it. Okay, that is also revealed. But the Lord can reveal to a lot of people. He had perhaps revealed the same thing to you also, elsewhere also. And therefore it's fine that He revealed to you. What did He reveal? He gave His address through Him and asked all of you to come to His place. He is sitting in heaven. He sends letters through Him. All of you, Hamare paas aa jao. If you all come there, you all have to come there. Unless you come there, you will go to damnation. You have to come to me. Otherwise I will send you down. That's why I am sending the address to you. So what happened to all the fellows who didn't get the address before? They will all go to hell. Who is responsible for that? God is responsible. Because He sent them down anyway. That is also another problem. And therefore, it is very important what is said does not contradict what we understand as realities. Because the whole thing is a message. Even theologian is giving me a message. The message must be assimilable. Any message you give me, it should be assimilable. You cannot say that a lot of people believe that. That is the lot of people argument doesn't stand 1 minute. Lot of people can elect a government. Lot of people cannot establish a truth. The whole humanity was telling, the majority means the whole humanity was telling the earth is flat, the sun is traveling. One fellow said, it is not true. The earth is a globe and it is traveling round the sun. One person, one against humanity. If majority establishes truth, then this fellow is nobody. The entire humanity has to change to that one single person's vision, because it's reality. And therefore, that which cannot be assimilable is swallowed by people. They have to suffer from indigestion and bathroom problems. They have to suffer, and I need not suffer that at all. I need not eat that cucumber. I can keep it away. It just is not assimilated, it talks back from inside. How can God be there in heaven? That is a talk back vegetable, So it talks back. How can be in heaven? Etc. 100 different questions. Therefore, it is Shrutihi eva pramanamatra Ishvara siddhaye, and therefore so akamayate bahusyam prajayayeti ityadi. We have pramana shruti, and before all these sadeva sommi damagra asit ekameva advitiyam nanyat kinchana mishat iti. There was only sadeva asit, sadeva idamagra asit, nanyat kinchana mishat. This is another. Nothing else, so wetted its eyelids. Means there was no movement, there is nothing, no organism, nothing, everything was only Sat. Shastra tells this, and that alone is created, tadaikshata iti, it's a conscious being, it created, etc. Shastra tells, and that is assimilable. Now here, therefore, we have to say, Shastra Pramanena Ishvara Siddhihi. That is accepted. Then afterwards, what is this Ishvara? That is the question answered in this verse. What is this Ishvara? So the necessity for Ishvara must be understood here. If the entire Jagat is not other than the Atma, and Atma is not the Jagat, then Atma becomes Satyam, Jagat becomes Mithya. Jagat becomes Mithya. If Jagat is Mithya, then we find in the Jagat there is a twofold Mithya. One Mithya, that what you gave me, the Mithya as an example, that the dream example. The dream is not separate from myself. I am not the dream mountains, I am not the dream stars, whereas dream mountain stars are nothing but myself. So this is Mithya. This is what we say, Jiva Srishti, it is my Srishti. I understand this Mithya very well. But this Jagat, I can't say it is Mithya. Why? Because there I see, therefore it is. Here it is, therefore I see. So this is available for science, for research, for understanding, for varieties of cures and discovering the cause-effect relationship between a disease and the medicine, the treatment, etc. All these are all real. Everything, the whole Jagat, all activities, all these activities. So there are different intellectual activities. So this mathematics, etc., all used in software, you are able to get things done, and therefore this is the world of science. This is not world of fantasy. Understand? This is a world of science. This is the difference between the world of fantasy, Donald Duck, etc. So that's a world of fantasy. And you make the animals talk. You make the animals, that there is one fellow, and what is his name? That frog in Sesame Street? Arnie. Karmik? Karmik. Oh, he's a Karmik? Yeah, Karmik. Yeah. Ah, that's fantasy. I like that fellow talking. And you know something, you'll say, the other fellow is sleeping, this fellow also is sleeping. Then he will get up and say, I don't get sleep. I don't get sleep. Come on, sleep. He will say, I'll sleep, I'll sleep. I don't get sleep. He'll again get up and say, I don't get sleep. Shut up, you sleep. I'll sleep, I'll sleep, I'll sleep. Very, very, very nice, cute fellow, this Arnie. Fantasy. A frog talking. Thank God, already the world is full of noise. And so the frogs also begin talking, what will happen to us? Frog talking, cockroaches talking, fighting against each other. And therefore, so these are all, it's a world of fantasy, including science fiction. It's all fantasy. And then there is reality, the world of science. The world of fantasy is your own creation, whether by projection or by imagination. So that is your own creation, which is mithya. It's all me. The truth of Arnie is only me. The truth of James Bond is only that fellow who created James Bond. The truth of even the Hamlet is only Shakespeare. It is his creation. It is his mind. It's all fiction. It's all imagination. And therefore it's a world of literature, world of fantasy. And then we come to the brass tacks of reality. That is the world of biologists. So that is the world of geologists, the world of this, astronomers, astrophysicists, and physicists and nuclear physicists, all these fellows. And this is the reality available for exploration, understanding, etc., within a certain range. So this is not mithya. This is satyam. If this is satyam, the first you said, drishyamana, darpana drishyamana nagari tulyam, that is not true. Because this jagat is intelligently put together. If at all, you have to accept a theo, and the theo is entirely different from you, an alpajnaha, alpashaktiman, etc. How can you say Swatma is Dakshinamurti? Swatma cannot be Bhagavan Dakshinamurti. Swatma can be your own Atma, can only be your own Atma. For your own dream world, you are the reality. For this world, if there is a reality, that is Ishvara, the reality, that's entirely different. So you cannot be Ishvara. Therefore, there is no moksha. Either you are decimated totally, or you remain forever, eternally a small man. Never in limitless, infinite, etc. Thus we get into a problem like this, and therefore we have a verse here talking about the nature of Ishvara, which proves again the point, same point, Advayaha eva Atma. Atma alone is the Vastu, and that is Advaya. And therefore Ishvara is the same Advaya Atma alone, is established here in this verse, Bijasyanta Rivankuro Jagadidam Prang Nirvikalpam Punaha Maya Kalpita Deshakala Kalana Vaichitra Chitrikritam Maya Viva Vijrumbhayatyapi Maha Yogi Vayasvechaya Tasmai Sri Gurumurtaye Namaidam Sri Dakshinamurtaye.